comes the man.
Hercules!
Hercules.
The myth.
I'm an action figure.
The movie.
And hey, 2 thumbs way up.
Hercules.
We dance, we kiss, we schmooze, we carry on, we go home happy. What do you say? Come on.
Welcome back! We just got news that Disney is making a live-action remake of Hercules. While there's no news yet on who they're deciding to cast, we decided to take it upon ourselves to give you our dream cast for the film. I'm joined by Nick and Yovi today to get their thoughts on the perfect dream for this movie. Thanks for joining me today, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
So, first off, are you excited for this new remake?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I think that while they're not slowing down with the remakes, I think they're listening to the problems a lot of people have with remakes, and I think they've just been getting better. So I think it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm excited, but I'm not super excited. I feel like there's like a lot more movies that they could have remade besides Hercules. Like in 2014, we've got 2 Hercules movies back to back. I feel like that lore is like working up a lot. I feel like they could have like I feel like they could have like done maybe a different movie besides Hercules, because we already kind of understand that lore and know so much about it already. It would be cool to see a remake on something that hasn't been freshly remade recently.
Like Treasure Planet.
Like
Treasure Planet would have been.
Treasure Planet would be cool.
So you already stated, Nick, that like they've been making remakes for a long time and they're getting better in quality, but that's also kind of not what you want with movies. You just want them to be all good quality. But out of all those remakes, has there been a favorite one for either of you?
I like Aladdin a lot. I think it's the one that surprised me the most, because especially a lot of people were nervous about Will Smith filling the lamp of Robin Williams, so to speak. But in that regard, I think he made it such his own character and respected Robin Williams in that. So I think in the set design and the sort of cultural immersion was pretty cool, especially because Agrabah is a fictitious place and they just made it so real. It was kind of cool.
Gotcha. What about you, Yovi?
Mine, I have to say, was the Lady and the Tramp remake that they just did. I love the story of Lady and the Tramp. It earlier, that was a really old movie, like in the 80s that came out. So it was really much time for a remake. I like how they got the characters, the actor that played the dog that played the Tramp. He was an actual homeless, sheltered dog, and like I like that they gave that like little backstory more to it. That like, oh, he's actually from that world a little bit.
Not a method actor.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun love story too.
I think with the release of everyone's favorite movie, Cats, I think now we have the technology to do Aristocats, and that's what I want. But anyways, now the largest news about this movie is that the Russo brothers are producing it. What do you think this means for this Disney movie? Or is it something that you're happy about or iffy about?
I think it's I don't know. I think it might affect the movie in the sense of like now they're expecting these like massive I'm already picturing in my head like massive battles or like crazy like special effects that like I really don't feel like we got in the animated movie that much. It was very like, even though the animated movie was like a major movie, it was also a very personal tale of the character Hercules. And I feel like maybe that might be affected, having the Russo brothers now being known as like these amazing, grandiose production movies.
But
like,
it is the Greek gods, and the Greek gods are everything excessive. So,
yeah.
I know, like, the Titans part of the movie, I would be excited if that the Russo brothers are producing that part.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with all that, but I think also their sense of comedy is really great, especially in something that's so, they're dealing with mythos a lot in their works. But like you have to see, like they've worked on Arrested Development and Community, so like they know comedy too, and like even like one of their movies is You, Me, and Dupree. So like they have a range, and they're familiar with the company already, so they'll know the ins and outs of getting the resources they need to make a good movie. I think it's a good mix for them, and especially if they can pick the director, like that would be great. That would be awesome.
It makes sense that they're able to do the grandiose but keep it down to earth, because that's what Hercules is about.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean,
anyway,
it's moral.
Yeah. Speaking of Hercules, let's get to casting. So for our Press Start crew, we chose for our picks Chris Pratt or Zac Efron. What do you guys think on those, or what are you guys' pick? Because I'm already seeing faces.
Chris Pratt can't sing.
That's
Chris
fair.
Pratt can't sing. Zac Efron, he kind of, I mean, he was good. Zac Efron was really good in Greatest Showman.
Yes.
But my picks personally would be either Zachary Levi or Luke Evans. Luke Evans as Gaston was the best part of that Beauty and the Beast remake, in my opinion. So I think that he would be, and they're both fit individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Zachary Levi is normally brunette, but he has gone blonde for roles. Like he was in, and he's worked with the Russo brothers and around the Marvel movies. So I think that would be, and he's Twin Rider, so like he has the voice. So
and he's hilarious. Like
he's hilarious. Yeah, I love him.
What about you, Yovi?
I'm going to throw in my wrench, and I'm going to say I would like to see Jai Courtney as Hercules. Now, I liked him. He played Captain Boomerang in Suicide Squad. Now, I feel like he has always been a decently good actor, but he's never had the roles or the movies to like properly support his skills. Now, that guy's jacked. He's a jacked fellow. He's a big guy. And I feel like he can do pretty decently. He's got a pretty decent voice, you know. I feel like visually, I would like to see Jai Courtney in like Hercules' getup. I see it like a lot for me.
He was in the most recent Die Hard movie too.
Yeah, he was. And yeah.
These are all really good picks, but also it depends on who their counterpart's going to be. So one of their counterparts is the love interest, Megara, or Meg. Our picks were Tessa Thompson, who I'm sure you know her as Valkyrie, and Hailee Steinfeld, who was known for being in Pitch Perfect.
I would say Zendaya. She has a beautiful voice. It's great, and she has the attitude. She has the acting chops. She can dance too. So if they had to do that for any reason, like if they changed it, they changed a lot of other things. So they can. I mean, Jasmine beatboxes in Aladdin, so who knows?
What about you, Yovi?
I like Nick's pick. I would have to go Zendaya. I like what she's been doing, and I just think she can be. I agree with everything that you say. She's a very talented actress. That this role, if she would get a role like that, it would definitely make a footprint on her stance in the industry.
It would be weird though if it was her and then Tom Holland as young Hercules.
Yeah, that was one of our picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. A very important character. My favorite character of the film. Well, I have three, but one of them is Phil. Our only pick is Danny DeVito. Done?
Yeah.
It's the only pick.
Not
done for
Only
me.
option.
good.
That's
I'm
fine.
glad we can come to this, because if anyone disagrees, I'll throw hands. Okay. Then Hades, the evil counterpart, so sassy in the animated film. Our picks are Willem Dafoe and Bradley Whitford. What about you guys?
I like those choices, but I also want to say that Billy Crystal's still working. Still working. He's there. Billy Crystal, and I would also say Andy Serkis would be an interesting choice.
Ooh. What about you, Yovi?
I want to put John Malkovich in that role. I like to see him, like, he's already bald. There we go. He's a very sassy actor. He's always been very sassy, like everything that he does. He always walks around with like this like high, like the style of him. Yeah, this high like class of him. I automatically see him. Just paint him blue, put a fire on his head, give him a robe and you're good.
Set him on fire and paint him. Perfect.
Boom.
Disney
Paint him
just
first,
set
then
their
set him
actors
on fire.
Zeus, who do you think that's going to be? We said Jeff Bridges or The Rock. Both intimidating in different ways.
I think The Rock would be interesting if he had like a white beard. I think he's not like, he doesn't look old, but I think his presence would be good. My picks, my one main pick would be Josh Brolin.
Gotcha.
I think if you've seen him on Instagram lately, he looks very, very old manish. And like, it just, that's the first thing that came to mind. I also said Mark Hamill. But like,
he's too nice. He's Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, it's a little here or there. But Josh Brolin would be my pick.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Yovi?
I would say I really want to see Jeff Bridges in that role. That'd be great. His voice is booming. It's very powerful, and it's also like if you see him nowadays, he's got a massive beard, white hair. He's always like you don't even have to see him in any roles. Like you see Jeff Bridges, and you automatically kind of have respect for the guy. Yeah, you know,
it's the dude.
It's the dude. Man,
but the main dudes.
Yeah.
Of the movie, only important characters, honestly. Pain and Panic.
Yep.
We picked John Mulaney and Nick Kroll, and no other choices.
I want to say I agree with that 1,000%. But I also had another thought that would be kind of interesting. Thomas Middleditch and Ben Schwartz, they just had an improv stand-up special together on Netflix.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they're like a comedy. They're not as good as your guys' pick. I'm gonna say, like, I've been retweeting those people that are saying for John Mulaney and Nick Kroll for like constantly now, because that's the greatest idea I think that's ever happened.
Ben Schwartz isn't a bad idea, especially since he was just Sonic. Yovi, what do you think?
That's true. I want to say I would like to see Key and Peele. I like to see Key and Peele in that role, because like at the end, because it's like there's still demons, and like one's a short fat demon, the other one's a long demon, and like they're animated, like they're gonna still have to be kind of animated, like if they're gonna look anything like how we see them in the original movie. So like, at that sense, we're just gonna mainly hear voices. Maybe I like the bit. I always think Key and Peele have the best back and forths ever, and like I think that'd be pretty interesting.
I do kind of want to see them have another shot with a Disney movie, because I think their parts in Toy Story 4 were kind of token and not really appreciated with the story. So I think that would be interesting for them in this movie.
Gotcha. Well, unfortunately, that is all the time we have to talk about Hercules. Thanks again to Nick and Giovanni for joining me. While these are just our thoughts on who we would like to see, make sure to be on the lookout for the official casting from Disney. Don't go anywhere, because up next we'll be discussing the new Assassin's Creed on Theory Time.